Good snowy morning to you. This is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture. I've been up for quite a while, but I've been in the house, had my morning coffee, been knitting for quite a while, mending a pair of pants that needed a seam repaired. And now it is late enough in the morning that I can let the chickens and ducks out. I don't let them out too early in the morning because raccoons are most active at dawn and dusk, and I like to wait until it's solidly into the morning before I let my poultry out. And I thought this morning I would walk you through a little bit of our chicken chores. My partner is working from home today because of the snow. I know folks in other parts of the country might be tempted to chide Portlanders for the fact that an inch of snow completely shuts down the city. There is a good layer of ice under it and the roads are quite treacherous, but I really appreciate that Mother Nature takes the winter time to tell us to slow down the pace of life, to rest. And snow is a big way that she does that. And I think we live in such a hectic hamster wheel kind of a society that is telling us we have to constantly be productive. We have to constantly be hustling. Everything has to be a hustle. And I really, really appreciate when Mother Nature is saying, whoa, that's not how I work. I have seasons of productivity and seasons of rest, and rest is really important. It's important for a regenerative process. It's important for sustainability, both for the landscape and for us as individuals. So I, for one, am not sad when we get the rare snowstorm here and it forces everybody to be calm and quiet. Not everybody. I recognize that some folks have to still participate in the workings of a capitalist society and still have to keep plodding along, but I wish they could stay. As the snow is getting heavier, I'm going to walk you out and show you how I let out my ducks and chickens. I am wearing my yak tracks because there is a good layer of ice, so I have them on over my wellies. My right leg has a considerable amount of nerve damage and doesn't have very good feeling in it, so I'm always hesitant in slippery situations. I want to be extra careful. Really like yak tracks for that extra layer of traction. So let me grab my bucket of treats and we'll go down and let the birds out. All right, we've got breakfast for the chickens. I've had chickens and ducks for, more than 10 years now. My eldest child really, really wanted to get them. They were one of the things she was most excited about getting when we bought our house. Our chicken and duck coops are made of free scrounge stuff. So this one is made out of pallets and bits of wood and doors from the rebuilding center. I keep my ducks separate from my chickens because ducks don't roost. Well, at least non-Muscovy ducks don't roost, and they don't carry salmonella, and I just want to keep my different species separate if I possibly can, just reduce disease risk. And yes, they do flock together, but they do sleep separately. So let me get down here and let these girls out. I have a double lock system. This is just up against here for no reason other than psychological comfort. What keeps the coop closed is these carabiners and hooks, and that's because we used to have a latch, and a raccoon once worked it open. Raccoons are incredibly dexterous, so now I have this double carabiner system, and have never had a raccoon incident since then, and the coop is really secure. You can see there's hardware cloth buried all underneath. So let me let these old girls out. I have said before, my ducks are very old, but they're still plugging along. Come on, ladies. We'll probably be getting more ducks this spring. Quetzal is a chocolate runner, and then I have two silver or blue runners, and you can see how old they are. As ducks age, they get a lot more white feathers. They are looking for their sisters. Let me bust the water open for them. Ducks need to immerse their whole face in the water multiple times a day, so they need open buckets as well as the chicken waterer. This is the chicken coop, also free scratch stuff. You can hear the girls in here. The youngsters are going to come out first. They're always the first ones at the door. Hello, ladies. And then my older hens sometimes sleep in a little bit. I have a couple of, again, very geriatric hens. These are my two youngins that are about a year old. That, like I said, the rest of the poultry will probably hang out in the coop for a little bit. And I have a mixed breed flock. My favorite breed is Australorps, but sometimes you take what you can get. Now I'm gonna give these girls their breakfast. Hey, out of your bucket. Folks ask what we feed our ducks and chickens, and it's a mix of kitchen scraps, leftovers that have gotten too old. I also feed them, I have a source for squashed, organic, local whole grain bread, and they do get fed that. And then we grow a lot of greens and root vegetables, particularly pumpkins and potatoes, which get cooked for them that they like. Later today, I will come out and give them a treat of warm oatmeal because it's so cold and snowy. The rest of my ladies don't want to come out yet. That's okay. We'll let them sleep. They do not like the snow, so I'm not surprised they're not coming out. So these girls will get their breakfast. There will be another round of snacks. I've mentioned before, I try to only put out as much food as my birds can eat in a really short period of time so that we don't attract rodents. And, but I want to make sure all the girls get as much food as they need, so I will make sure that we come give another round of snacks. Ducks love spaghetti, by the way. Sometimes I cook too much spaghetti on purpose just so that the girls can have a treat of it. So let me come back here, get my bucket, open this gate here. Hope that you're able to find some quiet and rest and listen to the rhythms of Mother Nature, listen to the message she's sending us of slow down. If you have to brave the weather today, I hope that you're able to stay safe and enjoy the day. I think I wish that we could use messages like this. We could use inclement weather as a time to reevaluate whether our frantic consumerist culture is really the right way to go, or if we really need to give people in nature a chance to sit and rest and have a hibernation day and recharge. I'm gonna go in and probably spend the day cooking, baking. When it's cold and snowy, I always bake a lot, and probably do a lot of knitting and spinning and playing board games with my kids. There's a great cooperative board game called Shadows in the Forest that we've been playing at night, and I think we'll crack out Wingspan today during the day. Thanks for coming with me while I let my chickens and ducks out. I'm gonna go dust off the poodles who are just carpeted in snow, and have another round of coffee and grab my knitting.